Well, you're watching TVC News at 7.
Well, earlier we told you about the Senate now making a call for urgent review of the nation's power policy. Let's bring in Senator Gabriel Suswam, who joins us for more on that. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 10. Help us better understand the position of the Senate on this issue.
Yeah, well, let me first of all clear something. A lot of people are mistaking review to cancellation. The Senate, having considered the report which I presented to the Senate arising from the roundtable that we had in the power sector with stakeholders, debated extensively on the recommendations of the committee. And looking at some of the recommendations and the issues in the power sector, the Senate, after deliberation, say that there is a need for a review. A review suggests to me that we need to look again at the parameters that were used in the privatization of the power sector. Of course, there have been mutual breach of the provisions of some of the power purchase agreement. And so we, as representative of the people, are of the opinion that for us to move forward, for us to have enhanced electricity delivery to the Nigerian people, there's the need for us to go back to the root. Why is it that after privatization, when Nigerians are supposed to have enhanced electricity in their homes, the situation has not improved? And we're looking at some of the agreement that we entered into between the government and the people who took over these entities. The Senate felt that there was a need for government to go back to this agreement and look at it so that things can be straightened up, so that any person who is in charge of this entity will be a person that has the competence and has the financial means to be able to enhance performance and enhance efficiency in the power sector. And so review is not cancellation.
All right.
But just to look at the agreement and see how they can be tightened up where there are gaps.
All right. We know that the role of the National Assembly is advisory, give advice, give recommendations to the executive on what to perceive to be the right thing to do. But are you setting a timeline to this to ensure that we are able to get out of this debacle as soon as possible?
Yeah, you will recall that sometimes at the beginning of this month, NEC, that is the regulator of the power sector, wanted to activate the MITO, that is the multi-year tariff that was set in place to be activated. The first one was supposed to come in April, but because of the COVID, they decided that they will push it forward to July 1st. And when July 1st was approaching, we felt that the circumstances that necessitated in the first place for them not activating tariff increase in April have not abated. COVID is still with us on a daily basis. You are having people being more affected, and Nigerians still not able to come to terms with the circumstances that they found themselves in. A lot of people can't even have little money to feed themselves. And so instead of government giving them palliative, government will be adding more burden. And so we had a meeting with NEC and a few stakeholders and appealed to them not to activate the tariff increase and shift it to first quarter of next year, by which time we believe that most of these problems that were raised in the report which are submitted would have been attended to an extent that even when the tariff increase is activated, Nigerians we happily pay for it because
All right.
there will be efficiency, they will have more power available to them.
Indeed,
And
Senator
so
Suswam,
if service
it's
is
a good
improved,
way to end the conversation. That's the much time would permit us to take. Senator Gabriel Suswam, thank you for talking to us.